Hi, I have to save some place on my lab, and I have several big stuff like this for avionics. This thing is an anti-squid control box. On this side, there are some push buttons. We have here two connectors. The date code of this thing is 87. And on the other side, there are also two connectors. Let's open this thing to see what is inside. Okay, so we have several boards, 7 exactly, and we can see here this very nice connections with these two very big connectors. So let's open the small box on this side. Okay, so let's have a look. There are some strange things. We can see that some capacitors have seen better days. Look at that. You can see this capacitor, one terminal has totally disappeared. There are also two relays here. We have two power resistors and 4 very big diodes here. So let's see in details the electronic boards one by one. I will start with the board on the top. You can see that the PCB is very thick. The thickness is 3 mm or something like that. So this seems to be a power supply board. And we have several logic CMOS ICs. There is a conformal coating also. So the parts are all military parts. The date code is 83, 84. These are LM109K. This part has the military specifications. You have the 883C. This one is the same. This one I cannot read the reference. This one is the BSW66. You can see this nice connector from Suryo. Okay, it seems that there are two identical boards, this one and this one. There is this capacitor from Ashcroft. It's the first time I see this brand. So on this board there are also several ICs. So we have a quad op-amps here, classic 124. This is 4053, so this is a triple analog multiplexer, 2 inputs, 1 output. And this is a quad analog switch, a classic 4066. This is a 4077. This is another quad op-amp, another one, another quad analog switches, another quad op-amp, and this is a 4093, so this is a quad NAND gate with a Schmitt trigger input. And there is a classic 2N1711 with a dissipator, and we have also an LM555, and this is an LM111. This is a comparator and a few transistors, also BSW66, and here we have an LM158. This is a dual op-amp. This is a very nice analog board. I would like to see the schematics for curiosity, but of course it is absolutely impossible to find. So on that side we have a few bodges. I think the PCB is a 2 layers PCB. Next board is the same. And we can see we have also, it seems, two identical boards here. So let's remove this one. Okay, so we have a lot of ICs on this board, and we have this strange arrangement. There is two ICs which replace another one probably, so I don't know. So this is 4066, also a quad analog switch. There is a small relay here, and here we have two identical power stages with a TO66 transistor, 2N5665. These are probably op-amps in metallic can. Ah no, it is an LM723, so this is actually a power supply. So it seems that we have two power supplies here, and we have several logic ICs, 4071, another one, so this is 4001, and there is this nice IC in ceramic package, 2004, which is a military part, that code 85, and on the other side we have several bodges. We can see all these wires, and there is a conformal coating on both sides. Okay, we have the same IC here, 2004, there is another one. All the ICs are logic ICs except one or two. I have seen an op-amp somewhere. Yes, here there is a quad op-amp. This is a quad analog switch also. On the other side. The brand of this connector is not the same. This is a Connectral DIN. Okay, so there are two identical boards like this one. I think it is identical to the first ones. Yes, okay, this is identical to the two other boards on the top. So there are four identical boards like this one. So the rest is not very important. We can have a look maybe on these very large connectors. Okay, so we have this very big diode. Actually, this seems to be Zener diodes, BZY91C33. And all these capacitors are in parallel actually. Not all, but we have two different sets of capacitors here with a common point, which is a ground probably. So those capacitors are 330 microfarads, 60 volts. They seem okay, apart this one, which has suffered. And that code 84. Let's open this side. I think there is nothing interesting, but who knows? Anyway, there is nothing interesting except the flat flex here, as you can see, which permits the connections. So the top cover should be removed in order to get access to the circular connector, so this will be difficult. I think that the rest is very difficult to disassemble. I don't know how to remove these connectors. Okay, I think it is impossible to go further. As you can see, the flat flex is soldered on the push buttons and on the main board here, and on the connector board, and also on the rear here. There are no screws to remove these plates. They have used the rivets, as you can see, so it is not possible to separate these two plates. This was the teardown of this anti-squid control box. Thanks for watching, see you next time, bye bye!